It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning. Ethan is off, so Diana is in. You're the best. Seriously, I am so thankful. I hate to even ask because I know it's dark and early, but here's the thing. Doesn't it like wake you up? Doesn't it like feed
It gets me
you?
going.
Okay.
It gets me going. And that's what friends are for. It makes me so sad when you're doing this all by yourself.
You will have a very productive day because it started early enough.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right. Well, we will look at some news, starting with this. A teenager in Springfield was killed in a shooting. Police say 16-year-old Devondre Thompson Bogger was shot inside a Springfield home on Friday night and now has died from his injuries. That was at a house on East Linwood. One juvenile is in custody. The Springfield Greene County Health Department is focusing on men 45 and older regarding all things mental health. Springfield apparently has a higher suicide rate than both the state and national numbers. The mortality rate per 100,000 people in the U.S. is around 14, but in Missouri, that number jumps to 18, and in Springfield, it jumps to 22 per 100,000 men. So, wow. The health department is starting a campaign called Hey Man, You Good? To try to reduce the suicide numbers, focusing on changing the stigma regarding getting mental health care help.
Wow. That's really surprising. I've seen that campaign already. Have you?
Yes, actually I did yesterday, and I was excited that I saw it because I was otherwise unfamiliar with it. But I mean, I feel like I've been in the news business long enough. I've covered a million stories and there's for sure a stigma. I also thought it was interesting that they said 45 years and older.
Yeah, that breaks my heart.
You know
because
what
you would think those
it's
would be
because
the
that's
successful.
sort of my generation. I'm not quite there yet, but there is a difference in mentality I found among like even workers, like people my age don't call in sick for a mental health day. That's not a thing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I agree. I worked
But
with people like that.
younger than me, like friends of mine, but who are like a decade younger, for instance, they're like, I just need a mental health day. Like I need off because I feel, I don't know, stressed or anxious, like whatever the word is. I don't know what the adjective is, but or adverb, but like it's just a different, I don't know. So I was a little surprised at the 45 age range specifically. And then I thought, no, maybe I shouldn't be surprised by that.
Yeah. I love it how it gives us talking points like, hey man, you good? Like, so any person or, that you can go to, you can use that really for anybody. Like, I feel like it's interchangeable even among women. Like,
Right.
hey man, hey, you good? And so I like the talking points for it because
I do too.
It's okay to say you're not okay.
Yes.
That's okay.
And being okay with saying that you're not okay.
Mm-hmm.
You
Well, how often,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the standard thing. Hey, how you doing? Good. Fine. How are you?
Right.
And does anybody ever follow up and be like, no, why'd you just say you're fine?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know.
I follow up and then I probably make it awkward. You're not fine. I can tell you're not fine.
You're not fine. Can I, what's your name? How are you? Let's have a deep counseling session.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, on to this construction work. Oof. If you drive James River Freeway and South Campbell, I am sorry. The construction continues. That is in our neck of the woods. I drive it like several times a day. MoDOT says beware. They have restriped and narrowed the road in both directions so they can start working on expanding the overpass at the interchange. It's all part of the ongoing freeway widening project between National and Kansas Expressway, set to be done in November of next year. So drive slowly around there and just watch for people getting in your lane, because I know that has happened so many times. Almost every time I go down that road, it's like, I'm like, that's not your lane.
I feel like I should like make a confession, but I don't want the police to track me down. And I know that Chief Williams watches this.
Oh,
so
you're easily
Chief
findable.
I'm easily findable, but I was there the other morning, and granted, like, keep in mind, this is like 3:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, because I keep crazy hours. It is true. But it was red and it would not turn green. And there was not another car on the road. And after like 4 or
just
5
didn't do it.
minutes. I was like, and I'm going. And so that's what I did.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
I
It
helped
was
it
just
change.
strange because I knew nobody was coming.
Yeah.
So I didn't really feel like I was going to like get in a crash, but I felt like I should abide by the law. Like
Yeah.
I'm a law
Follow.
person. I happen to believe in the law, but I couldn't do it. I was like, this is crazy.
My goodness.
So I hope that once it's, and I guess it's probably all because it's still all like torn up, but hopefully they'll get the timing figured out because it was a thing.
Well, let's all hope so. I think
Yes.
lights just get like that sometimes.
Yeah. But that one is an awkward one because that's not the first time that's happened. Not where I've like run the red light, but where there's been a group of people sitting to go in one direction, which
Yeah.
is on the main road, and
Yeah.
there's no one on the side road, yet it's still not turning green. I
That's
mean,
so
for
frustrating.
like several minutes. So anyway, I just felt like I needed to get that off my chest. So
Yeah.
thank you.
No, you are welcome.
Now, you know what? Now I'm good. Now
Are
I'm
you good? Are you good, friend? I'm glad we had this talk. That's
Yes,
great.
Me too. Thanks.
Well, the nation's highest court is taking up a very hot button case. The Supreme Court has agreed to hear a case that will decide whether states can restrict gender affirming care for minors. The case was brought by the Biden administration challenging a transgender care ban that was enacted last year in Tennessee. It outlawed hormone therapy and puberty blockers for minors and imposes civil penalties for doctors who violate those prohibitions. That case will be heard this fall.
Interesting that they're going to take that up. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Springfield City Council weighing in on transferring money that was made by the hotel tax to boost tourism. Voters approved a 5% hotel tax to be used to promote tourism in our area. The Springfield Convention and Visitors Bureau receives 47% of the tax. The Springfield Regional Arts Council and the Sports Commission get 4.5% each.
Oof. Well, onto this. Housing is expensive. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but no matter whether you own or rent, it seems like housing just continues to go up. Both homeowners and renters report they are increasingly burdened by a rise in housing costs in recent years. About 1 in 4 households say they are stretched too thin. The cost for those who rent is even more crippling. The new study from Harvard says rent payments have been rising faster than incomes for decades. But the pandemic jump in rental prices produced an unprecedented affordability crisis. And I think the demand too for just housing in general, I think trying to find affordable housing has been, I know, a hot topic issue for the Springfield area for many years.
Yeah.
So,
and getting younger people being able to get a house has been harder to do as well with this, with price. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of stretching your dollars, diapers are very expensive, and families in the Ozarks apparently need more help in trying to keep those babies dry. The Diaper Bank of the Ozarks is collecting cash for diapers. They are in need of about 4 million diapers right now.
Wow.
That blows my mind, by the way. No wonder it's so expensive, right? Because you have to change your baby's diaper how many ever times a day? We forget, right? We're a little bit
removed from that.
Yes. But demand at the nonprofit Diaper Bank of the Ozarks is like nothing they've ever seen. Meanwhile, donations are down, like fewer people donating. So nearly half the families that they're seeing say they cannot afford enough diapers per month. Because the cost of those diapers is way up. So if you can donate diapers, but they actually prefer cash because they have deals with the manufacturers and they can get more for your bang,
for your buck, for your diaper buck.
Hey,
can I share another fun thing about this that I didn't know?
Yeah.
Council of Churches is like the hub of that, where the diaper bank is. And every time they get a donation in the warehouse, they ring this bell. And I was there volunteering, and we were actually bundling diapers. So they take apart the packages, they bundle them so that it gives the person in need of diapers like a pack of diapers. So they're not going to necessarily go and take that case of diapers back to Walmart to pay their rent or
Right.
other financial means. And so they repackage them. It's a really cool process. But we heard that bell go off like several times. And so that's so
Yes.
encouraging. So make the bell go off, people.
Yeah,
Make the bell go
that's
off.
cool. Along those lines, this is also something that is interesting along the same little thing. So we used to take baby formula to Haiti, or not like I did it all the time, but like people from the Ozarks would take baby formula to Haiti. And on one occasion, I was among them who regularly donate, and we had to take it out of the package as well and put it into Ziploc baggies.
Wow.
Which then I'm like, this looks like drugs or something because it's not in its original container, but
It's
it's
formula.
for the same
I
reason.
promise.
Yes. They don't want it repackaged. Like if it comes in the original package, they fear that it might not get to the baby because they
Yeah.
might take it back to the store
Yeah.
and try to, or sell them on the black market, in that case in Haiti, for like rent money or housing costs. Not that
Yeah.
that's not a worthy cause, but in other words, whether it's diapers, baby formula, whatever, it is packaged in such a way that it definitely goes to the baby. It cannot be exchanged, back at the store or wherever for money.
Yeah. So good to know. That's what we do on Around the Ozarks News, informing you
there
of
you
all
go.
the good things.
There you go. Now you know. Don't forget, check out aroundtheozarks.com. We have the community calendar, which has all sorts of events and is so fun. Also, there is the contest tab. And if you look right now, you can win tickets to the Rolling Stones. So
That's so good.
it's a big deal. It's a big deal. We were talking about this, and 1047 The Cave is giving away tickets as well. But it's funny because even if you're not a huge fan, it's just that kind of band that you're going to tell your kids and grandkids someday, like, hey, I saw them live in concert. Because
And
they've been around
the
forever.
tickets alone. Yeah, because we're going and we paid $270 a ticket.
Are you for real?
Price. I'm for real. Oh, our whole family's going.
Listen, I am such a cheapskate. I couldn't do it. You pulled the trigger.
You're
You
right.
know what? Good for you. Good for you.
When is the next time they're going to be in Branson?
They'll be in their grave tomorrow. I know.
Right.
Aren't they like 1 million years old or something?
Yeah. And their book, I'm reading all about them right now. Keith Richards and Mick Jagger. I mean, it's just fascinating. Like just the stories behind the music.
I believe that.
Yeah. I don't know a lot about them. And so now I'm like, what can I learn about the Rolling Stones?
Yeah. Ethan is a live music fanatic. I'm not. So it would be hard for me to spend that kind of money on that. But I could see him doing it because he's like an old soul. So he would be that would be very Ethan-esque.
And for him to spend money on that means he's really important.
It's true. It's true. You know him by now. It's true. Okay. So anyway, if you don't want to drop some cold hard cash like Diana did, go to aroundtheozarks.com, enter the contest, and you could win free tickets. There you go.
And I can sell mine online. No, I'm kidding.
No, you can sell yours on eBay for $1,000. Yeah.
Yeah. No, go to the show.
All right. Well, hey, thanks, Diana. Thank you guys for joining us. And if I can talk her into it, we will see you back here tomorrow morning.
You know it.
Sound like a plan, Stan?
Great. Sarah.
All right. See ya. Bye.